Hey everybody out there on the internet, how you doing? Welcome to Nerd Rage Narrations Tonight, the podcast where weird people talk about even weirder crap. With me tonight is Gates. Say hi.
Hey.
Tonight on this podcast, let me give you a little, since this is the first episode, let me give you a little guidelines of how it's going to work. We're going to talk about a random topic, just, BS for a little bit, and then we're going to read like a Trollpasta, bad fanfic, creepypasta, or something stupid, not a creepypasta, but something dumb and funny to just keep everything rolling and keeping it lighthearted and everything. And then we're going to mosey back into something else, and we're going to conclude each segment with another reading. But to start things off, so how you been?
It's been crappy, yeah.
Why crappy?
I work in retail. That just sells everything.
Yeah, I understand that one.
Yeah. And I work at service desk too, customer service.
Oh.
It's just...
That's painful.
I know. At a toy store.
Oh, hell no.
Sometimes it's just, I was not feeling it today.
Is anyone ever really feeling it working retail and then also dealing with kids at the same time, I'm a big proponent of Kick a Kid Day, I'm going to see if we can get that voted into actual thing where it's one day a year where you can legally be able to field goal kick an annoying kid across the store.
Uh-huh.
Specified grounds, if you have reason, if the kid's being super annoying, a parent ain't doing anything, you have the right to run over full speed and field goal kick that motherfucker like fucking Beckham, just like Beckham his ass across the fucking toy store, watch his ass fly like a football. And then, you just gotta sit there and you gotta watch and just acknowledge the fact that you just taught this kid everything their parents should have been teaching them over like a 10-year period.
Oh yeah, because I've seen some parents that really know how to discipline their child. I remember one time this kid was just acting all out, and she was backhanded him across the head, and he just went silent for a second, and he just went. I was struggling not to laugh, but I was just like, oh shit.
Yeah, because I work retail too, and dealing with the kids is like the worst part because you gotta sit there and you can't show any kind of being upset at all. Which I'm fine with it. It doesn't bother me that much. But sometimes people are just annoying as hell, especially when it's like the younger kids come in without their parents, and like they just buy like stupid little things, but they come up causing such a ruckus that you just sit there thinking, where the hell are your parents, and why the hell are they not backhanding you right now? I
know. And speaking of kids, these kids are stealing so many damn things.
Oh, I know it.
The most stolen out of our store is Pokemon cards.
Well, of course, you just slip it right in your fucking pocket.
They are expensive, and I'm just like, every time it happens, like, can we put everything in the store behind glass, please? Just
definitely be helpful. Speaking of shit like that, there's been people like that in my store that have been like trying to steal shit. Get this, okay? So there's a bunch of people walk in the store, and this is ridiculous because they come in here, a bunch of kids. For one thing, these kids are like at least between 18 and 20, okay? They walk in the store, this kid's wearing, the one tallest one is wearing like a middle schooler's Spider-Man backpack with like the cartoon Spider-Man on it, not even the movie Spider-Man. So like that should have been a red flag right then and there, because like for one thing, why are you wearing that? Okay, that looks brand new. So I mean, it wasn't one of them worn backpacks where you'd be like, oh well, he just had to wear the same thing since he was in middle school. No, this looked like it was brand new. You went out and bought this thing brand new with a cartoon on it. Not even like if you're a fan, that's one thing, but even a fan would not buy the backpack that's like this fucking big as like the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon that everyone hates. By the way, everyone hates Ultimate Spider-Man. I don't care who you are if you don't go wrong.
But the worst kind of people that they would come in with nothing and they would take something from the shelf and come up to service desk and try to return it. I'm
seriously?
Like, Yes, it's happened a lot.
People have done that?
Yeah, people have done it. Like one time, actually this happened just recently, tonight. This lady came in. She came up to the service desk with a huge ass Star Wars lightsaber. It looked like it cost over $100, and she also had a scooter in there. And she was like, can I return this, please? And I was like, okay. Do you have a receipt? Was it a gift? She's like, no, it was a gift. And I was like, well, we need a receipt in order to return that. I was like, oh, okay. Then she asked us, well, is this side of the store all beige? And I was like, yeah. And she walked to the cash registers, just started wandering around, and then she left the store without the stuff.
The fuck?
I know.
The fuck?
And then someone told me that she comes in the store all the time and tries to return shit that she didn't come in with.
What the fuck?
Every time it happens, like, if we say no, you can't return it, they get to leave with the stuff.
Oh, that's so fucked.
Once they leave the store, we can't do anything. We can't touch them.
Oh, it's just so fucked up.
Our store is losing money because of this shit. Like $1,000 worth of stuff. Every time it happens with stuff, I'm just like, ugh.
Oh man.
It just burns me so badly.
I can just fucking imagine. And like, oh fuck. Then they have like other customers that come in, not even kids, but just like adults come in. But what I was talking about before, yeah. So this kid, he comes in like with his friends, okay, and they're walking around the store, and they're about to leave. And manager walks up and says, what do you have in your bag? We need to check your bag. Because it's store policy. It's in the window. Leave your backpack at the door. You got to put shit in it. We already know this.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
So he's just saying, why do you need to look in my bag? Why are you trying to look in my bag, man? Why you got to look in my bag? It's like, well, yeah, you got shit in it. If you like have such a problem with it, come on, seriously. Like, what are you trying to hide then?
Exactly.
Like, you're in high school. What do you have in your backpack? Like a bunch of notebooks?
I know.
Come on, man. So he keeps saying no, and then starts running from the manager. Okay, he's got his backpack, right? He's running from the manager. Manager chases him out the store, around the block, down the street, up around the street. The cops start coming, okay, and there's like. I saw like cop cars speeding down the street, come to a skidding halt, turning like drifting down the street, like coming to a skidding halt, jumping out and running, all chasing this little high school kid around the fucking area. And you have like all these big ass like police officers running around chasing this kid with a Spider-Man backpack, and it was like the best thing I've ever seen. Like the cop cars come speeding down, like you had like fucking Dr. Doom frying people or something. And so they finally get his backpack. And after all this shit, also, I think he might have assaulted the manager, too. He might have punched the manager, too, which is another fucking thing altogether.
Yeah.
And then, the best part of it, you know what he had in his bag? I bet you any amount of money you can't guess what he had in his bag that he was stealing.
What was it?
A couple bottles of water.
Are you... You could have just done keep it. All that trouble.
But that's what the manager was saying, if it's all that trouble, probably would have let you keep it if you just would have fessed up to it. But I mean,
I know.
You fucking ran away.
And how much did the water cost? $1.99?
Yeah. I mean, granted, he said that he had the manager said he had some pot in his bag on top of it, so it's just like maybe that's why he didn't let him look. But I mean, what the hell is the manager going to do with the guy's pot?
I know. Can't really do anything.
Like, what are you going to do?
It's not the store. They can't hold him for that. It's just ridiculous. Kids these days, just stealing all sorts of shit. Speaking of ridiculousness, have you heard what's the stupid shit that's been going on in the news lately with PewDiePie? No, I've seen some stuff, but I haven't looked into it yet. What's been going on? He got dropped from his company, like his studio, Maker Studios. Uh-huh. They dropped him altogether. Then Disney cut ties with him, scared PewDiePie's got canceled and everything. Oh, damn. All because he made a video about a couple weeks ago where he found a website called Fiverr, where it's like a bunch of different like people will do different things for like $5. And no, I don't think it's as kinky as that sounds. Uh-huh. But
like you can get, there's a guy who dresses up like Jesus who will like read off messages for you in like his own little tone of voice and everything. And he got him to like read off like, it was supposed to be subscribed to Jack's Septic Eye 2, but he read it off as Jack Spadicy. Like, what the fuck is that?
Spadicy.
But, yeah, so he asked this one math guy to make a graph that looked like a penis, and he didn't do it. But he did also find a guy who, it's these little, I don't know what country it's from, but I think they got to be actors, because I mean they have access to the internet, they know what they're doing and everything. They at least they're able to read English pretty well, from what it seems. But you know, they're dressed like little like native people in like the Amazon or whatever. Yeah, it probably sounds racist as shit, but I have no idea. But yeah, so they're dressed in loincloths and everything, and they're just playing around and all. And the thing is that what they do is that you can send a message and pay for it, and they will make a sign with it and read it off, and it can be probably as vulgar as you want it to be, and they'll still read it off.
Oh, okay.
Now, Pewds was just trolling around trying to see how far he could push it.
Oh, okay.
So he sends the message, okay? He sends the money, he sends the message. He waits. The video comes up, and they read it off. In big fucking letters, in a sign, these, like, I can't even tell how old they are, but these people just read off a big-ass sign with PewDiePie in the window watching and everything. Just read off the sign. It says, "Death to all Jews."
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Uh-huh.
You can't play around that shit. But you know how people will take that.
Oh,
that was a bad idea.
Oh, most definitely. And the thing is that the Wall Street Journal didn't like him to begin with. And from what he was saying is that pretty much they basically bullied Maker Studios into letting him go.
That sucks.
Like, they went to Maker Studios and said, "Hey, you see this shit? Why is this shit still allowed, huh? This is going on under your watch. Why is this happening, you know?" And they were just like, "Oh, well, we got to do something now. It looks like we're firing PewDiePie."
That was kind of his own fault. He shouldn't have done that.
Well, now it's even worse now, because people are also trying to say he's a Nazi now.
Oh, God.
It didn't help that this was also like the same week that a couple weeks in a row where he came out and bleached blonde dyed his hair.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. It looks weird.
So that, combined with Death to All Jews, you know, looking pretty Aryan right now, son.
Yeah. He needs to do something. I don't know what's going to fix it, but...
Yeah, he needs to find a new studio or get something going on. He's still like the most subscribed person on YouTube, and honestly, he's probably just gotten more subscribers because of the support and all.
That's true, yeah.
But, I mean... How do they not understand what is a joke and what isn't? How do they not get this? I mean, come on, how long have you been on the fucking internet?
I guess they just don't watch PewDiePie, because if they watched him, they'd know that he's basically kind of a troll.
Yeah, he's turned basically into like a Filthy Frank diet lately, which is, like, you know, you can argue whether or not it was a good or bad thing. I kind of like it, but I still like old PewDiePie, but thankfully, luckily, like, recently he's getting back into doing games more often.
Yeah. I haven't watched him for a bit because he hasn't played any games.
See, the thing is that he started, I think he ended up getting an office building where he does his filming now, and it's not in his house.
Yeah.
So, from the way he was talking, basically waking up in the morning, you know, your job is in your house. You're always reminded that you got to work, you got to do this, you got to do that. You know, it's stressful and takes the joy out of it. But being able to separate that from your home life, adds a little bit more, you know, relaxation to it. So hopefully now, because he's doing more of it now.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
He's finally getting back into it. So maybe it's just the fact that this has finally given him the you know, the recharge that he needs to be able to get back into being the PewDiePie people actually subscribe for.
Yeah, he's more motivated.
Mm-hmm. Which is good, because if that's the case, then chances are he'll probably get another studio to pick him up just like that, you know. Because, I mean, that's what he got famous for. He's got, like, 50 million subscribers just because of that.
Yeah, he did.
So, I mean, it shouldn't even be a problem. Hell, he could honestly buy out YouTube and become the CEO, which is what I would do if I were him. But
yeah, he should look into that.
Hell,
I wonder how YouTube would turn out if he did that.
Yeah, really. I mean, honestly, I'd say that would be the best thing they could do. It's like, oh, you're going to drop me? Well, I'm going to buy you.
Yeah.
Good fuck you, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, leave down in the comments whether or not you think PewDiePie should try to buy out YouTube and become like the head of the company.
That'd be a great idea. I would love to see him do that.
Mm-hmm.
Have you subscribed to any new gamers lately?
Me, I have. I've subscribed recently to a guy named Mr. Craven, who's actually really funny. He plays a lot of bad horror games.
Oh yeah. I just subscribed to this guy called Harshly Critical.
Oh yeah, I've subscribed to him too recently.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I like his sarcasm. He's very funny.
Mm-hmm.
And he also has this other channel they just recently started called Harshly Shittical.
Shittical?
Yeah, Harshly Shittical. And he does streams on Twitch, and he just does I'm watching one that he's doing right now. It's Metro Last Light. I'm on part 2 of it because he streamed it. But he's doing one game at a time on that one. So he streams it one at a time, and then he uploads them to YouTube. He's pretty good.
I have to look that up.
I think let me see, what's his most recent stream on this? His most recent one was Rise of the Tomb Raider. He uploaded part 5 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, they are starting to come out with a lot more Tomb Raider games recently. Like they had a lull for a while there, and now they're coming out with the next gen ones.
And then let's see. I think he was doing The Last Guardian recently too.
Yeah, I think PewDiePie did The Last Guardian.
Yeah, he did. It was like did he go through the entire thing?
I think so. Although I gotta say, PewDiePie was a fucking moron on a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like he's always complaining about how people are trolls in the comments, and you know how I'm always being judged and this and that and this and that. Oh, I can't handle all this work and all this. It's like, well, I mean, if you haven't hired an editor already, I'm pretty sure there's plenty of people that graduated with like mass communication degrees that are looking for a job, and they're probably fans of yours. So you got enough money to pay somebody. Go ahead.
Yeah.
And it's your fucking job. Why don't you just upload like every other day instead of every day?
Yeah, you don't have to do every single day. Every single day is going to burn you out.
Like, that was your decision, nobody else's, okay? You were the one who said you wanted to do it. Take the weekends off, dude.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Saturday and Sunday off. I wish I had Saturday and Sundays off, but I've been closing a lot. I'm just like, ugh.
Thing is also, like, he complains about stupid shit that everyone else is already aware of. Like, you've been on the internet as a job for, like, how long? Like, 10 years now? I know it hasn't been that long, but what, like 6 years?
Yeah, it seems like 6 years. Because I remember subscribing to him when I was, like, 20?
So, I mean, like, so how the hell do you not understand that people on the internet suck? Get over it, dude. Just stop paying attention to it. It's called just...
disable comments or something. Gosh.
You don't even have to do that. Just fucking like, oh, my life is so hard. Oh, this and that. Dude, you make enough money to be able to do nothing for the rest of your life. You make money being a dick online and fucking around with video games. You are literally the equivalent of a safe for work porn star. You're making a living doing what you love live on the internet pretty much, with no restrictions other than don't whip your dick out. You have nothing to fucking complain about when it comes to your job. And it's just, oh, well, everybody's just complaining about, I'm not playing enough games and this and that, and I just, I don't get to do this and that, and I'm always like, this, blah, 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 and I don't feel like doing it. Well, see, son, you're a celebrity now, okay?
Yeah, you chose this life.
And the thing is that, how about it's called acting, okay? If everyone wants 2014 PewDiePie, be 2014 PewDiePie. Make a second channel and do the real PewDiePie. That's what everyone else does. If people want entertainment, you're there to entertain. Act. That's all it is. It's acting. Exactly. Play a character.
There's a lot of people out there that are playing characters. They have channels specifically for that character.
I mean, have you seen, like, Jenna Marbles' channel?
Yeah, I've seen her channel, yeah.
She does not like that in real life. You see vlog channels, and she has a talker like this all the time with that deep bad. She sounds normal as hell.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? Just like just be a fucking actor. Play a video game and fuck around for, like, not even 15 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, how much do you have to cut up from, like, I mean, I understand, like, lulls where nothing's happening and everything, but if you're playing a video game, one plot point leads to the other, okay? You're just playing from one point to another. I mean, cut out the lulls and the boring parts, but other than that, just keep going.
Yeah.
Literally, all you have to do, push buttons and bro fist the camera.
I miss old PewDiePie sometimes.
Yep, and now everything's all dramified and everything.
Yeah, everything is just drama.
Why is it that, like, Markiplier's doing everything he used to do and not paying attention to the fucking drama that much, and Pewds can't just, like, do the same thing, just ignore it? People are stupid. You've been to high school. Oh, sorry, what were you saying now?
No, I was just agreeing with you.
Like, seriously, if I could take off and get that much money doing nothing, I'd do it, and I wouldn't complain about shit. People subscribe to you because they liked what you were doing. Just keep doing that. If you want to make videos that are just your personality, then just make a separate vlog channel. Like, the fuck? This isn't rocket science, you know? You don't see, like, Brad Pitt and fucking Jennifer Aniston just being like, oh, I never get to play myself in my movies.
That'd be weird.
I never get to act like myself when I'm playing a part. Oh. Now, son of a bitch, realize what the hell you're talking about here, okay? It's like, oh, everybody likes 2012 PewDiePie. Yeah, because that's the character you were portraying. That's your fault for acting like that instead of just being you. If you were just being you, people wouldn't be interested in 2014 PewDiePie. They'd be interested in PewDiePie in general. But either way, I mean, I'm still going to subscribe to him. I just hope he kind of wakes up and realizes that people suck, get over it, and move on.
Yeah. Because I've been subscribed to him for a long time.
I know. For a while there, I stopped watching his videos altogether.
Yeah. So every time they come in, I look at the channel and I just like,
This isn't what I subscribed for.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to complain about it because, you know.
Yeah. And the closest thing to it is Scare PewDiePie, and that's like YouTube Red, and ain't nobody buying that shit.
I know, I'm not doing that.
Just fucking get ad block. And even then, I mean, I'm pretty sure you could somebody's probably uploaded the actual videos to YouTube without, like, just screen capping a video and adding it up to YouTube and speeding it up like 5%.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you'll find it if you search it up on YouTube. Someone's probably got it. Just put the little bars on the side of the camera, make the screen a little smaller.
I hate when they do that.
I do
That's
too.
the worst.
It's so fucking dumb.
I've seen so many movies like, oh, I found it on YouTube. Nope, it's like what? Like 3 times too small. I can't see that shit.
Well, time to bust out the magnifying glass.
I know. My eyesight's already worse as bad as it is.
Speaking of which, have you ever seen any of the Alien movies?
I think so. I haven't gone to the movies in a long time, but I'm thinking that those are old movies that you're talking about.
Yeah, they were old, and then the prequel Prometheus came out a couple years ago.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
And now Alien Covenant's coming out, which is the sequel to the prequel. So it's the pre-sequel, and then we're getting another one after that that's going to tie everything together. But this one apparently is going to show like the actual origin of like the xenomorph, like the actual aliens.
What's it going to be called?
Alien Covenant.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You can bet your ass I'm going to go see it the day it comes out, because I've been loving those movies since I was a little kid.
I would love to go. When's it coming out?
I forget. Let me look that up real quick. Blah, 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 blah. Alien Covenant. Release date. Come on. May 19th, 2017. Holy shit.
Oh, that's too far.
That's only like a couple months from now.
I know, because I'm taking vacation. I'm taking vacation because Cheyenne's coming to visit in March. It's going to be a 3-week vacation, and then after that, I'm probably going to be back to the night shift.
Well...
The movie I really want to see is Rings.
Oh, God, I heard that movie was terrible.
It was? No, don't say that. I wanted to see it.
I heard it was boring as hell, but at the same time, I don't... Like, a lot of the time, critics are... You know, it's very subjective, so... I don't usually pay attention to...
It's probably the critics that didn't like it, and then everyone else liked it.
Yeah. Like, I don't really pay attention to critics unless I know that critic and I actually have, like, similar tastes.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Like, if it's just some dickbag somewhere, it's just like, oh, I didn't like the movie because of blah, 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 blah. Well, that's also because, you know, you snapped your own dick off in your own asshole. And you're so far up your own ass that I don't know, you know, where your head starts and when it ends. Okay, you're sucking your dick so hard that you miscalculate, got jammed in your eye, and everyone calls you One-Eyed Willie.
Oh, wow. Where do you come up with these things?
Top of my head. My real head, not the other one. That's kind of weird. But I hate that when critics are just like overly pretentious about their shit and everything. Like, I know how, you know, how filming needs to be because I am a certified bullshitter.
I watch a lot of movies, so I know.
I watch a lot of movies, so I know things.
Yeah.
I love The Room. Tommy Wiseau's cinematography was on point. The Room was on fleek.
Did they say that movie was good?
What, The Room?
Yeah.
Fuck no, ain't nobody in the world saying that movie's good unless it's so bad it's good.
Because I heard that it was terrible. So.
I've seen that movie 3 times, and it's only enjoyable when you're making someone else sit through it.
Yeah. I don't plan on seeing it because I heard it was so bad.
I'm going to make you watch it one day.
Never. What other movies are coming out that I want to see?
I know Justice League, I think, is coming out either this year or next year.
Oh, yeah. And then what other movies? Okay.
And then, like, the Batman movie with Ben Affleck, like, lost his director again. And I'm just sitting here saying, like, hire me! Please! Okay? I know the character just as much as anyone else does, probably more so. I'm just saying, hire me! Hire me! I will make you a movie that will make everybody, it'll make the fans, like, jizz on themselves, and it'll make people that don't know shit about comics shit their pants and need to read them. I will make it be a shitgasm of, like, so huge that it'll cause a singularity, a fapidum, that, like, people will be flocking to the comic book stores just saying, I want to know more.
Fapidum?
Fapidum. That's when everyone in the world is, like, fapping in unison. And, like, it causes, like, a singularity, like if someone does the wave, but instead it's just, like, everybody pounding at the same time until, like, it explodes into a giant black hole.
Oh, wow. That's a terrible way to end.
Then everyone gets sucked into their own dicks, but that's a different story.
Oh, God. You know the movie that really sucked after, like, the second one? The Grudge. The first one was great. The Japanese version and the American version. The second one was alright, but then they had to keep making them. The American version was like 3 and then 4. They should have just ended at 2. Because it was just...
Did you ever see The Grudge versus The Ring?
Oh, no, I didn't see it. Well, I saw the preview of it where it was like a baseball game and then the Grudge and the
the stupid like teaser thing where they had him in a baseball field and all.
That was stupid.
But like I can't believe they actually made that into a movie. Like I mean, oh my gosh.
They actually made that into a movie?
Yeah, that was a real movie.
Oh, that sounds like a stupid movie.
Well, the good thing though,
because they're not like Jason and Freddy where they can easily fight each other because they have weapons and shit. What do they have?
It's going to have like the... What are they going to do? Just like bitch slap each other across the room? And that little boy's just going to sit there and watch?
They're going to choke in each other's hair? What the heck?
The little kid's going to like jump and start like strangling people just to tie his whole body around somebody's neck.
I know.
What the hell? Yeah, like he's going to crawl up your ass while like the Grudge slaps the hell out of you. Actually, though, Friday the 13th, they were going to make a sequel or a remake. Sequel, remake, prequel.
What?
It was going to be another remake. There was going to be a prequel and talk about Jason Voorhees' childhood and growing up, which no one asked for, no one wanted to know. It was fine the way it was. You had a formula of just give us a backstory, a slight backstory, have the killer run around and murder people, find a way to stop him, end the movie, cliffhanger.
You kind of already know what happened. Like, he freaking drowned in a lake. Because the freaking camp leaders were too busy making out.
I want them to do... Huh?
I said, that's all you really need to know.
Yeah, really. I want them to do Freddy versus Jason versus Ash and actually do it right. Because they alluded to the fact that, like... Have you ever seen Evil Dead?
Yeah.
They alluded to the fact that, like, Jason is, like, immortal because his mother tried to bring him back with the Necronomicon. Because, like, in Jason Goes to Hell, like, the book is actually in her basement. And they also say that in the comic book series, Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash, it's like a sequel to the Freddy vs. Jason movie. And
I would like to see that.
The book is really freaking good. Like, I have it. It's incredible. I collected all, like, the single issues, and then I bought the paperback, like, the big collection of them. It's good.
Oh, wow. I should start reading. I haven't been to a library in a long time.
You got a microphone or something? Because you're kind of like sounding far away.
No, I don't have a microphone. I'm just using my computer.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they were gonna make that movie, and then like it didn't happen, and now they were working through all kinds of crap and rewrites and all this and that, and talking about Jason's father and crap, which nobody needed to know, nobody really cared to ask. At least they were gonna go with the comic version where they said that his name was like Elias, I think it might have been something else, but either way, that's what they said it was in the comic book and everything. So I might be wrong about that, but at least they were keeping that the same, but still, like, no one needed to know. You're wasting backstory. This isn't like Michael Myers where it's like the backstory is actually interesting and all. He's a kid that drowned in a lake.
Yeah, that's all you really know.
He's a kid that drowned in a lake and came back as some sentient zombie that's just, like, murdering people with a machete because, get off my lawn!
He's basically just an old guy that doesn't want you on his lawn.
He's a fucking swamp zombie.
Yeah.
But, now that they did that, the rights are probably going to revert back to New Line Cinema, because Paramount was doing the movie. So, if it goes back to New Line Cinema, we might actually have a chance of seeing Freddy vs. Jason 2. Which I've wanted for, like, I guess a decade now, since it's been, like, a while since that movie came out.
Yeah. I would love to see that.
And
I have collectibles. I have a Jason. I have a Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I have a Freddy. I
had the glove, like a plastic version of it, a while ago, I think I lost it.
We had the glove at my job. It was only one left, and I couldn't afford it, and then it was just gone.
You had like serial killer memorabilia at Toys R Us.
Yeah.
At a toy store.
Yeah, I'm surprised they let us have it. But we have like a whole little collector's section over there. We have a bunch of Funko Pops. We have Alien figurines too. And we're just recently getting in manga items. We have like a Dragon Ball Z like figurine it looks like a foot tall, maybe 2 feet tall.
Holy crap.
I know. And then we have Sailor Moon figurines also. We're getting a lot more of that stuff in.
Yeah, they're starting to think, oh, people aren't shopping our store anymore. Time to bring in the edgy stuff. What do kids like nowadays? What do the young people like?
They should have done that a long time ago. They would have gotten a lot more customers then.
Oh, yeah. See, I've been saying for the longest time, they need to take Toys R Us, and they need to section it off. They need to have a wall with a door and a bouncer. And they need to have, like in the back of toy stores, they need to have it sectioned off where it's actually an adult section.
Yeah.
Where you can go in and they'll have like movie stuff from like horror movies and stuff like that, and then beyond that you have like the other toys, the other toys. I'm talking like your mom's Buzz and Woody.
Oh God, I don't want to think about that.
You know,
I don't think that ever happened, but the other idea, that's pretty good, because when we had for a bit we had Walter White and his little bag of blue math.
How the fuck did you get away with that shit?
No, we didn't. Like, parents were just getting all mad because, oh, we don't need that. You don't need that kind of stuff in our store, and they had to pull the stuff down.
Well, do they forget the fact that they're the ones that have to buy it if they want it in their houses? If they don't, then it's just going to be there.
Exactly. They're like, you're buying it, not them.
Like, why the fuck are people so sensitive to shit that doesn't affect them? Get over it, man.
I mean, the stuff was right next to a bunch of other collector's items with horror movie stuff, like Jason with his frickin' bloody ass glove.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, right, you don't see me coming down where you work and knocking a dick out of your mouth.
I know. But they're just so sensitive.
Well, on that note, I got a little something here for us to read.
Okay.
It is called I Slightly Dislike You. And it is going to be a volatile, retarded, just plain stupid troll pasta that's also fairly legendary. Okay, and I'm thinking we're going to go by paragraph.
Okay.
Alright, this is called I Slightly Dislike You. We're going to have a link to it in the description in case you want to read along. It's dumb. I'm giving you that. As also, don't take any of this seriously. It's all just jokes. You know, it's not a big... I mean, it's a big deal in reality, but in this case, it's just jokes. It's just for comedy. Take it with a grain of salt. Yeah. Just laugh. If you let stuff get to you, you're giving it power. Just laugh at the obscene stupidity of the world we live in and move on.
Yeah.
So, would you like to begin?
Okay, let's see. I slightly dislike you. This isn't one of those sexy game stories. At no point are you going to hear me claim something within the game, try to rape me, jizz on my face, or force me to masturbate uncontrollably.
No, this isn't about a sexy game or a game doing something ultra smexy or even something hyper-realistic.
This isn't about a bitch or hidden Fire Nation propaganda, and at no time did I phone a sex hotline only to have my questions answered by Azula, Slenderman, the Toppler, or Azula. Twice? Azula? Okay. The story is about a game featuring Azula I don't think anyone else has uncocked.
Uncocked?
Uncocked.
Oh my god. That's it. No toasts. No, it's all a conspiracy, man. Just a secret we were all supposed to find, but never did. Something that changes an entire generation's virginity and very essence of a multi-bazillion bagillion peso franchise. What? Why is it pesos?
Maybe they're from Mexico?
I guess, but I mean... I have no idea. This is about what I assume to be a previously undiscovered alternate ending of Super Ang World for the Super Nintendo. What?
Supreme Nintendo.
Supreme Nintendo.
There are no cliches whatsoever in this story, none at all. No hyper-realistic blood, no parts in the game where I couldn't control my character. I didn't get this game for free off eBay and wasn't and I wasn't an intern at the company that owns the franchise. Nah, just kidding. This is gaming creepypasta. It's going to have very cliche in the book, just like all other gaming creepypastas.
In 1669, I recaved my first computer as a death day gift. That sentence has so many problems.
Okay.
I'd been on the interweb before, had used computers before, but it had always been in school or at a pimp's house. What?
Where does pimp's house come from? What the heck?
This one was mine, all mine, just like Ellie Kid's nips. What?
Who's Ellie Kid?
And why are his nips yours?
Okay.
I explored the crude prehistoric web of the time with great interest. I downloaded all sorts of pornography and printed it out for research. Yeah, sure. I also pirated media like a madman. Music, games, porn, games, films, music, porn, games, films, music, porn, anything.
Okay. This is where I discovered Axel Society. I had never had a Super Nintendo as a little old man.
What?
So it was all new to me. I downloaded tons of games along with the SNES emulator, which I got off eBay for free, but Axel Society was my favorite. What? Which I got off eBay. What? Okay. I don't understand that sentence. Okay.
For over a decade, the World of Warcraft, at least they spelled that right, really, was my first time-wasting hobby. I played it over and over again, beating the game faster and faster until I began to lazily explore the worlds with no particular purpose, because I have no life. How do you even beat World of Warcraft? Does that even have an end to it?
I don't think it does. It's because I'm pretty sure it's an everlasting game.
Gay Genie, not Game Genie, Gay Genie codes helped immensely. I could turn off the timer and relive a particular entertaining map for an hour. Again, no life, as I waited for a download or any number of boring events. It's one map. It's an overworld, isn't it?
I guess. What the heck?
It's all Azeroth.
It was in this manner that I must have beaten and rebitten my dick thousands upon thousands of times. There was comfort in the obsessive-compulsive behavior of this routine, but all of that was shattered when I saw the non-blind Toph. What?
The non-blind Toph. And, oh my god, fucking... It stopped loading. Son of a bitch.
Oh, dang. Well, I'll read this one then. The non-blind Toph, as I referred to her, was hovering over the exit from the horny sex ship level later on in the gamey.
Oh, for the love of God.
It's not loading?
No, I'm just listening to this shit. Keep going.
I call her non-blind because she actually looked at things and seemed to recognize them. It was like someone had made a lazy ROM hack, but I knew from years upon years of experience that this was a normal game, even though I've only just seen this in the game, and it's all new to me, so how the fuck can I think it's still part of the actual game? I never even not done it anyway, so shut up.
What the fuck?
What? That sentence only had 2 periods in it. Okay. The non-blind Toph just hung there over the exit pipe, blocking it. I turned my back on her, but she didn't chase me. Is it still letting breathe?
Okay, there we go. Now, where are we?
How could she? She was busy having a threesome with Sokka and Zuko. What?
Are you fucking serious? Doing it again. It's even a different fucking browser. Are you kidding me?
You're gonna be editing this though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you want me to read this one then?
Yeah, keep going. I'm gonna see if I can get this to work.
Then I noticed something else out of sorts. Still, this didn't belong there, and I knew it. The fact that Toph could actually see nearly gave me a heart attack, and to this day my heart hurts and a store. For a moment, I considered the fact I'd actually broken a ROM file from overuse, which is possible I did play it for over a fucking decade.
What the fuck? Over a fucking decade. Nice.
After taking a screenshot specifically, to show all of you avatars out there, I picked up the key and opened the door, and in parentheses, the door, or in quotes, the door, figuring the game would spaz out and I'd have to restart. Instead, it opened up a new path on the map selection screen. And an anus next to Oze's already creepy head cave thingamagigabee. I pressed the right arrow and moved onto the chocolate starfish.
The chocolate starfish? Okay, I got it. No, not the semen, not the semen. It's in my eyes, Fucking Nicolas Cage. This didn't even strike me as odd, because if you're familiar with the World game, there's an area called Fart Road that you may note has similar names, just like Sherlock and Chingwatch and manner of dumb words and phrases. Most of the areas were called Vagina Forest 1 and Nutsack Mountain 3. And all of that, but there were maps with odd names like that. What did concern me, though, was Aang's expression. Surprise, shock, fear, arousal, barbecue sauce, butter. I entered the butt.
The fuck? Oddly enough, the asshole in the middle of a lake with the standard Hell 66 entry animation walked up to a hyper-realistic door with the words Hell 666 written and equally hyper-realistic blood, while the Lavender Town theme played in reverse. He hooked up, heard that awful Kafka laugh, then went in. I could tell it was under lava, though, because everyone melted almost instantly.
Oh my god. Inside the castle would start to look more and more like I was in fact experiencing a glitch. But this gaming pasta isn't about a glitch. It has no glitches whatsoever. So shut up! Can I mention I was also an intern at, what it really doesn't matter. Back to the plot. There was no room to jump. No room to do anything but run left and right and fat. I must have gone right for 10 to 20 minutes just holding the B button and running along at full speed. So naturally I got bored and decided to shut the game off and do something productive with my life. The end.
What the hell?
Why is every other letter capitalized?
Because this person is This person is like a cosmic level troll.
Okay, let's see. After a while, I ran into one or two non-blind Tophs. Yes, two. It seems Toph has mastered the art of shadow clone jutsu.
Oh, God.
Oh well, I'm not one to complain. This simply means more of the glorious, magnificent Toph to go around, and the whiteness above. Then 3 or 4. Then the screen was full of them. Okay.
They just kind of hung there, doing nothing. They wouldn't chase me if I turned my back, as with the previous non-blind Toph, although they had no reason not to chase me, as they were having an orgy with a bunch of Sokka and Zuko clones. They must all be too stoned to care or something. This person definitely was. If I made any noise like fapping, they would just kind of say, "Do it, you've got the stuff."
Oh, God, this is just heartbreaking.
Like they heard the sound of the fapping from within the game world, but couldn't do anything about it because they couldn't reach out of the screen and eat me. That would be pretty cliche, don't you think? Lols, I'm so random.
Not really. Just stupid. Then something made me stop and turn the other way. And now I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that this map was designed specifically, I wanted to say specifically, to troll the player. Not because the giant melon lord was farting profusely, but because it was because its gas was inescapable. There's literally no way to avoid being killed by it, as you can clearly see above. Well, not really. The author of this parody is too lazy to make edited pictures to go along with it. That isn't, unless you're like me and you have no life. I switched on the code for permanent sexiness.
What the fuck? The code for permanent sexy. Okay, I let the melon lord chase me for a while when I was sexy, just to get a good look at the thing. No, just to get a good look at the thing, because it's like capitalized and in caps. I stopped and killed it with my sexy touch. Only when I saw messages that hadn't been there when I passed before. I slightly dislike you.
I slightly dislike you. Okay, that's where the title came from. Okay. That kind of creeped me out and gave me another heart attack, rendering me catatonic for a few more days.
The fuck?
Hey, if you've been doing nothing but playing the same game over and over again, anything would give you a heart attack. But on the other hand, it was kind of interesting because it meant this was definitely a map that was supposed to exist, not a glitch in the slightest, or an evil satanic spirit that could coincidentally looks like a character from the normal game or show. What game or show?
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Okay. There is some sort of plot element here, something undiscovered.
What did it mean? Who hated me? Fire Lord Ozai seemed the obvious answer, because he's such a cunt. Or maybe just the tops. When you're in a hyper-realistic castle that you found by way of a haunted ship, a bloody-looking hate message isn't so unbelievable. Also, the fact that Toph is a massive troll anyway. Since when? I saw it again as I approached Sasuke Aizen.
I was thankful that the non-blind Tophs ended at this point, because the more I watched them wander around, not knowing what to do with their newfound powers, the easier I felt, almost empathetic toward them, etc.
I like how they're putting Sasuke Aizen from Bleach into Avatar: The Last Airbender.
The thankfulness ended when I turned my back on the Aizen, and then this happened.
Aizen looked directly at me and said, "Just as planned." This made me shit myself. Everything in the universe is part of Aizen's plan, even getting his ass kicked by Ichigo and his part of his plan. Was he planning on me playing this game for over a decade since I was born? Could Aizen actually be the Illuminati? And yes, of course, I'm going to address that message you saw in the non-existent picture. How did it get burned?
What?
God,
I don't know how.
Pulling Nicolas Cage out of everything.
I don't know how. Am I supposed to? Who's asking? I let the Aizen touch me, and Hay died like the Melon Lord, of which I had encountered two. Despite any attempt to scare the player, I knew that being sexy meant sexy, no matter what they threw at me.
Okay, I think I understand. I think this is supposed to be written from the point of view of Nicolas Cage playing this stupid weird game. So now I'm gonna have to do my Nicolas Cage voice for the rest of this.
Oh, God.
After a while, running down this strange, open, claustrophobic corridor with no more eventful happenings, I came to a room with an exit pipe. Taking the pipe downwards, I came out the other end and dropped into a room filled with, you guessed it, semen. The semen made sense. This being another Matty Sensei 666 /Makoto Zandere T727 Avatar Trollpasta or Avapasta, and comment, subscribe. That's what you should do.
That's weird. You almost sound exactly like him.
What, me?
Yeah. Let's see, where... I just scrolled down. Okay, there it is. I was rewarded for my troubles with a question mark block that released a magic mushroom for me. Oh god, we're in Mario now.
Oh no.
I could have easily done this without a cheat code, but the thought had escaped me as I faced all these old and new and strange and normal sights. Too many hands.
The first creatures I encountered in the underseaman portion of the castle were McChickatunichi. Unless you've been living under rocks since forever, you know McChickatunichi are what are. So I'm not even going to bother describing them for you. Well, these lined up in a tight row.
dropped acid, pooped it repeatedly, and then randomly, with no real trigger or any sense of logic, they would just wait or drop whatever they seemed to feel like it.
It also looked like the bleh had been very successful bleh, more hyper-realistic semen. This is getting pretty unusual for the Avatar, The Last Chairbender.
The Last Chairbender?
The Last Chairbender franchise, which I hadn't recalled seeing semen in at all, or one of the main antagonists from Bleach, for that matter. Now I'd seen it everywhere, and these perpetually smashing, grinding bleh, who were raping their victims, into pulp forever and ever and ever and ever.
What the fuck?
This is just...
Oh my god, this is terrible and great at the same time.
In the hampering effects of the semen, I walked slowly under these things, making sure every single one touched me and died. There were almost 30 million of them in a row. I know because I counted. As previously stated, I have no life because I'm Nicolas Cage.
The sight of them mindlessly crushing over and over again just made me hate them with an unsettling intensity of periodic table proportions. Periodic table proportions. Okay. What's weird is that the semen caused Aang to slide as if he were on an ice level. Isn't semen supposed to be sticky?
Holy fuck.
Oh god. After walking through that gauntlet of depravity filled with the ultimatum of transcendent despair, burning furiously with the dark, dank animosity of the ages until the end of all things in the inferior world that truly make us at one with ourselves, I swam into a mere open area that was filled with dildos on the floor and ceiling.
We go from a long-ass fucking poetic fucking, like, overly pretentious passage like that to walking into an area full of nothing but dildos on the floor and ceiling. Yeah, because that's... Well, honestly...
That was actually a good sentence.
Well, honestly, if I was writing a story, I would definitely go, like... I would definitely put dildos in it in, like, a really, high status, part in the sentence. Those dildos are great in size, flapping through the wind like so many geese.
So many geese. If you've read my other stories, you should have seen this one coming at least 20 million miles away.
It was difficult to fap in this manner without touching the dildos, but since I was still sexy, I didn't think much of it. I avoided them to lulls, then out of any sense I'd be damaged. It stopped being lulls real fast, though. Now I knew some of what was going on. The bloody mess, were unendingly splattering. It was other Ings, past avatars that had tried to traverse this gauntlet of purple prose and failed. I had to admit that this was an excellent touch, even if it was a bit stupid with two O's. Why would the Avatar die a million times to the same thing? Whoever had designed this map actually broke the transdimensional rift and showed you the bloated, motionless abortions of the player's own ceaseless discharge, the seizure of brutality, and the tiny, meaningless, dark, dank pit of depravity suckling on the breast of despair that was Aang's life. What the fuck? Damn!
The bodies only floated straight up and down a tiny bit, as if to show the effects of a light current, or on again, off again erections. Okay.
What the fuck?
It was genius.
I beg to differ.
I could believe I might be the first and only person to ever see this, because I broke the gamey from Arius.
Oh, God. I toyed with the idea of taking more than one non-existent screenshot I just presented to you. Basically, so all who will be reading this could enjoy fapping to the secret map as much as I had, especially this weird little touch of boobs and Toph X Azula fanfics. But without swimming, without kicking, or moving in any way, the dead avatars started to come at me like torpedoes. That's TOR-PEDOS. Their faces remained blank and blue, yellow, pink, whatever, and dead, but they moved with astounding speed. that angled and positioned and worked all sorts of unique sex positions, missionary, doggy style, etc., that left me almost nowhere to come. What? They continued coming at me and swarming and backing up to try again, and I just couldn't bring myself to let them touch me, even though I used to a permanent sexiness cheat, which according to this bollocks translates to invincibility, which basically means the Aang zombies would die if they touched me. But I've been playing this game for so long that I'm actually convinced the characters are real, so shut up.
Shut up. I moved with more speed and skill than I've ever exerted, frantically trying to keep Aang free of the psycho rapist that seemed dead set on rocketing straight into his anus. Oh god. When I finally reached the purple people eater, you can't see above, there had to be like 10 million of those things right behind pitching, turning, and trying to rape me. I entered the purple people eater as fast as I could, thankful that it worked properly, and had Aang out of the situation in a fart beat.
A fart beat? A fart beat. Oh my gosh.
A fart beat.
Sir, you deserve a medal for this.
The corridor that followed was empty, thankfully. It was just a red and black hyper-realistic hallway of death with nothing to avoid or kill. Well, how's it hyper-realistic hallway of death? Whatever. It was boring and predictable like the game had been all these years, so I decided to turn it off, and nope, still going. At the end of the hallway, I came to the standard pair of tits that you face a final boss. Beside the doorway, a bomb filled with crystal meth. I didn't touch that shit. So it's pointless me even mentioning it, since you'll never find out what it does. Going through the door is what was, as you'd expect, the typical change of meth you secured, and Aang standing there on the ubiquitous, excessive melee bridge over boiling semen. Or had it been milk all along? Dun, dun, dun!
When Aang walked out onto the bridge, however, there was no boss creature. Instead, Aang immediately looked to the side and froze. I couldn't control him anymore. He just stood there. Wait, is he controlling Aang the entire time?
I think so.
What? He just stood there. It's never happened in a gaming creepypasta, right? Yeah, that's totally original and scary. Good job, Brain. Keep looking until you see it. I didn't see it at first, so I didn't expect you to notice it right away. If you still haven't spotted the thing, look in the third window from the left. FYI, that's not usually there.
What the fuck are you talking about? There's a scary thing right there. It doesn't do anything really, it's just creepy. Right there, just right there. Keep looking, you'll spot it eventually. Just right there, you see it? Can you see it? Shut the fuck up and continue reading the story, said Aaron.
Oh my god. Aang seemed to regain his composure and looked back and forth, slowly surveying the room. There was still no boss, and I still couldn't control him, so I stopped trying and just watched. This went on and on for what seemed like forever. Nothing happened, so I turned the game off. Just shut up! That joke wasn't funny the first time you did it, and it won't be now.
Then a familiar face walked from the right, dressed in blue, tall and angry. It was Nicolas Cage.
The fuck?
Why am I in this story? Angry, cold, and hard. It's difficult to say that without thinking how stupid it sounds, but Aang really reeled back with a sort of terror that was uncharacteristic for such a peppy, happy-go-lucky kid like him. Then Cage spoke. Did you think that Ozai worked alone? Oh, great.
So Nicolas Cage is working with Fire Lord Ozai. Okay.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. Well, no, not really. He had this psycho bitch daughter and an entire army of firebenders. It was all connecting now. The messages scrawled on walls. I slightly dislike you. And how did he get burned? Nicolas Cage. He's always been Aang's second banana.
Since when?
The player 2.
Since fucking
the player
when?
2. The one who doesn't get that sweet Katara booty in these early games, no matter how identical he is to Aang in skill set and ability and tenaciousness and bravery. At the end of the day, the game is Super Aang Brothers, and he's just the brother. What the fuck is this? Aang and Nicolas Cage never have and never will be a team.
Don't you question my method, Zuzu. Trust me, people will love this story. Then me and Sosuke Aizen will rule the creepypasta community as husband and wife. Well, not really, since I'm married to Ty Lee, but whatever.
Who's Zuzu?
I have no fucking idea.
How I must have hated Aang. Who among us would? Think about it. No matter what happens, Aang always comes back. No matter how many corpses he leaves littering the battlefield, he's always there one more to leap and cheer and get all the adoration. And so does Nicolas Cage. He's the Luigi of this story, right?
Oh God! From day one. Oh wait, no. I skipped Varia. And Ozai hasn't worked alone. I didn't know what that meant at first, if anything. But again, you just have to think it through. How exactly does Fire Lord Ozai consistently succeed in trolling the other nations? From day one, from the original Aang brothers, it had always been an inside job, just like 9/11.
What the fuck? Why would you put that in this shit? Oh my God, this is like the most...
Lord have mercy. Still unable to control the character, I watched Aang simply shit himself in fear as Cage leaped gracefully into the air, as high as he could in M. Night Shyamalan's Last Airbender, the bastard child of the franchise.
Oh God, he jumped on the pathetic, poop-ridden Aang again and again and again. I was powerless to stop it, even though I could just, shut the game off, but I'm just dumb like that. When he was done, he seemed to look at Aang's limp body with this overwhelming cageness. Oh my gosh.
Overwhelming cageness.
Yes!
I wonder what that looks like.
It's just
that face Nicolas Cage made him like the... Like, just that face when he's in the second Ghost Rider movie on top of the bike and he's, like, losing his fucking mind, just screaming. Like,
yeah.
That's just total cageness. Just going off screaming about bees.
Bees.
Then
the bridge started to disappear. Soon Aang would be dead. As I look on, I had an irrational thought. How did he get burned? Within an actual instant, as Cage turned to seemingly strike a Ginyu Force pose like he'd beaten the level, Aang awkwardly got to his feet and took him by surprise. Fapping and sexiness and constipation had given way to anger, and Aang overpowered his bro with little effort.
Since when is Nicolas Cage Aang's brother? Aang is a fucking bald Chinese kid that controls the weather.
Oh, Lord have mercy. To this day, I'm still aroused by the final result of his wrathful, desolate conglomeration of instantaneous despair, depravity, and reprisal. My feet still hurt. What? My feet still hurt and are sore.x.
EXE.
What the heck?
No, not the semen! Not the semen! It's in my eyes! There was the level's title.
That was the level's title?
There was the
that
level's
entire
title.
Sentence?
I think so.
Okay.
None of this was a itch. None of it was a mistake. It wasn't a developer got back at Nintendo, and it wasn't a ghost haunting a Nintendo cartridge.
It was a purposeful part of Aizen's plan. If you beat the game, Dick... Oh, whoops. If you beat the same Dick X number of times, a secret part of the universe opened, and you learned that from Aang Brothers through Aangland, Nicolas Cage had secretly been working against you and was in fact facilitating the repeated abduction, abuse of Katara, Toph, and others. But why? Money? Power? No, it was all there because he couldn't take not being the one in the spotlight, not being Aang himself.
Oh my God.
After Cage died, well and truly died. Aang just sat on the edge of the bridge and fapped.
What the fuck? He killed somebody and just fap. Okay.
I was forced to watch this for minutes on end before the screen faded to black. I played the rest of the game through to see if anything changed. Nothing else odd happened apart from all the hyper-realistic blood and beast versions of our mascot Aang that had unlocked as a playable character, as one would expect, since this whole ordeal was just supposed to be part of Aizen's plan. Why would you expect this? Why am I questioning a troll pasta?
Troll pasta. Making everybody mad. I can't access the butthole again. What a sentence. I'd seen the events once, and that was all I was apparently allowed. Then again, why would I want to? The level itself was fucking boring. 3 hours of just running right with nothing that can kill you? No, thanks. It was back to the game as usual, the same exact game I'd played since the 90s, and would probably continue to play for the rest of my days because I have no life.
Well, it was all the same. Oh, go ahead.
Well, it was the same except for the final image, which you will never see anyway, so shut up.
The fucking end.
Trash.
What the fuck?
Just trash.
Trash.
God. Trash. Just toss in the trash.
Toss in the trash.
God, this is just horrible.
I know, and I love it.
What the hell?
This was the best waste of time ever.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Well, it's supposed to be.
That was a ride from beginning to end.
Yeah. It's not a game where nothing's going to try to rape you, jizz on your face, or force you to masturbate uncontrollably, but that's exactly all that happened.
Yeah. It was just... a
lot of fapping. A lot of fapping.
That was way too much.
That's a fap! So much fapping. So much fapping. In the arms of the angel.
I wonder... See, I'm going to have to look at this. It's Control F. Fap. Fap was mentioned... No, I know it's more than 7 times. In here. Highlight all. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it was only mentioned 7 times.
Seriously?
I thought it was way more than that, yeah.
Wow.
It seemed like it was mentioned way more than that.
Yes, definitely. Well, that was sure something.
I know.
Well then.
I don't even know what to say about this.
Yeah, this was something else. Oh God.
I need to scrub my brain of this trash.
Yeah, I've lost brain cells in ways that I didn't know I could. Like they didn't just commit suicide they fucking pulled Harry Carey and just like stabbed themselves with katanas they got somehow.
God. What do we say to this?
This Trollpasta has legendary status.
Seriously? Let's see the comments. I think it's enough internet for me today. Funny as hell. Heard Mutahar and his friends Reddit. Fapping and sexiness and constipation had given away to anger. This is pure gold. No, more precious than platinum. It's so hilarious. Thank you for this masterpiece. Leaf a like hiss. What the heck?
Oh, I think Leafy fans on here.
Oh my God. Well, I somewhat dislike it.
Oh God. Wow.
Wait, this is the Avatar version of I Hate You, isn't it? But there's one called I Hate You?
Yeah, the I Hate You one is with Mario and Luigi, which was actually somewhat... It didn't really make sense as much as anything else, but it was still at least somewhat durable compared to this shit.
Damn.
Now this was complete piss. But it was a good piss. So I mean, with that being said, I mean, how are we concluding this bitch?
Not everyone should be able to have a computer.
The internet's a terrible, wonderful place. Enter at your own risk, or you could end up like this guy.
Yeah.
This is well, the link will be in the description if you guys want to read it yourself. But as of now, this has been the Nerd Rage Narration Podcast, Nerd Rage Narrations Tonight, where weird people talk about even weirder crap. I think we've proven that. So, This is Big Mac.
And this Gates.
Signing off.
Bye.